Democracy Rising, Journey into the Social Movement, Nonviolent Struggles and Contestation in North Africa and the Middle East. The event is designed as a debate, so we were thinking of having two speakers opening the event, each of them being invited for less than a 10-minute talk, as we want to let room mainly to the debate and to let room for the students. So I want to introduce you first Mr. Kai Branson Jacobson, the director of Patriarch, Peace Action Training and Research Institute from Romania, and Professor Gabriel Bădescu, the head of Political Science Faculty. And I will let first Kai to guide you through the whole event, which is a kind of complex one, and I hope you will really join us.
Thanks, Kuzmina. And bună seara, eu aștept Ivana, Filip, and everybody. Can I start by asking, pot să întreb dacă toți înțelegeți engleza? Da? E ok dacă vorbim în engleză? Okay. If anyone wants a translation, please let us know. And we'll also have sections in Romanian, and also, as I said, Hungarian or Arabic, but then we'll ask for a translation as well. But the main aim of tonight's event is to create a space for sharing and exchange and discussion. We're incredibly fortunate that we also have with us friends, colleagues and guests from across North Africa and the Middle East, and we very much want to welcome everyone from the region to this event and to invite you especially to share with us your perspectives, but also to create a space for all of us to share and to contribute with what information you have, what questions you have, what's interesting to you. This is an incredible moment in history. It's a moment where right now people are actually losing their lives on the streets and in the communities of their towns and their cities, trying to bring about a change. There's no single perspective on what's happening. There are many people who are out on streets struggling to change what's happening in their communities because they feel that's important, and there are others who are actually working against that because they also feel it's important. It's not necessarily simply about what's right or wrong, but it's about trying to understand and make sense of the event. For us at Patriarch, it was important when all of this is happening not simply to sit back and to do nothing. Many of you may know a famous quote that says, all that is needed for evil to succeed in the world is for good people to sit back and do nothing. Well, right now, you have a huge area of the world in which millions and millions of people live, where students, pensioners, soldiers, journalists, artists, musicians, people of every background are actively engaging and shaping what is happening in their lives in their countries, especially in a country like Romania, which has been through so much in the last 20+ years, which has had its own experiences with, on the one hand, a highly authoritarian regime, but also in which there were some elements, like we see in the Middle East, where some basic social and economic needs were being met. It's much more complex than some of the, I would say, totalitarian ideology of how we teach about the past today. It was much more rich and complex. And having gone through those experiences, also to ask ourselves, what do you think about what's happening in your country?